Nova Scotia's premier is calling for a formal investigation into how the province's power utility is handling customer billing in the wake of that cyber attack back in March. CTV late anchor Bruce Frisco has been looking into this and joins us now in the news center. Bruce, Tim Houston been very clear on this.
Yeah, very direct, as a matter of fact, Todd. He released a letter that he's written to the Energy Board saying he wants that probe and some very specific questions answered. Since the cyber hack back in March, the company can no longer trust the usage data it receives from those hundreds of thousands of smart meters they installed. So the company is estimating bills until it can get around to manually reading all of them. The result has been inflated estimates, consecutive charges, tons of other problems and complaints. Today, the premier, who's in Boston at the moment, released his letter to the board arguing customers shouldn't be paying for NSP's failures. Among other things, he wants opinions on the fairness and legality of the current billing process, whether the company ought to be providing financial relief or whether it should face financial penalties for all of this. Around the same time this came out, the NDP leader, Claudia Chender, also calling for government intervention and even offered up some potential solutions.
One very simple suggestion that many people have had is, why doesn't Nova Scotia Power just bill people what they paid last year, right? Like, if we're estimating, that would seem to be the best estimate. Now, Nova Scotia Power said that for some reason that they couldn't clarify, they can't do that. Well, let's let government look into whether or not they can do that and whether government could help them to be able to do that.
Tim Houston, of course, also the province's energy minister, so this is all certainly well within his authority and jurisdiction. In fact, the letterhead on the letter came from the energy minister's department. Should tell you that letter also very strongly worded. Houston writes, "This is an incredibly serious issue. It's not lost on me or the board that knowingly overbilling would constitute regulatory fraud, and misreporting revenue to the markets is a form of securities fraud." Haven't seen an official response from NSP or the board, but Houston says he wants this top priority with a public update on the scope and the timeline of the investigation, Todd.
All right, direct indeed. CTV late anchor Bruce Frisco reporting from the newsroom, and he will be with us, of course, at 11:30 for the late update.
Right you are.